Hi everybody, I'm yoga instructor Alison Schuster and welcome to Om Sweet Om. Today we're at Ascend and we're talking to Paul Guarino. Hi Paul.
Hello, how you doing?
This is awesome.
It's pretty cool, right?
This is amazing. I am so excited to bring everybody here because I love it here. I'm a novice climber, I will go ahead and admit that. So we're gonna talk with you today about climbing and how we start to get into this, what it's all about, what Ascend has to offer, because this is amazing. Let's start with climbing. What can climbing offer us for health and wellness?
I'd say, what can it offer you? No, I guess not so much cardio, but I'd say, on the physical side of things, climbing offers a lot in terms of strength training, core stability, body awareness is a huge thing, especially for little kids learning to climb, learning how to move on the wall appropriately, making a seemingly really difficult move as easy as possible by thinking about your body positioning. But there's this mental side of climbing that we think is what's really truly unique about climbing. It really pushes you to not only critically think about the path that you're going to take up the wall, you also deal with a little bit of fear, not necessarily the fear of getting hurt all the time, sometimes, but sometimes just the fear of failure. So really trying to grapple all of these forces into one little package for a fun night climbing with your friends, and you end up being spent. You can't even grab the steering wheel on the way home. You're so tired. So it's kind of the complete package, I like to think.
We're going to face a little of that fear right now, because I think a lot of people look at this and they think, I think that looks so cool, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know the vocabulary.
Sure.
I don't know the terms. I don't even know how to start.
Right.
So maybe we can take a little bit of that fear away by starting to talk about how do we even describe the walls that are behind me? Tell me a little bit about the differences, because we've got different types of climbing going on right here in the building.
Right, yeah, I think that's important to acknowledge that sometimes it's just the fear of getting into it, the hurdle,
It's something new.
Yeah,
right?
it seems
like,
exciting.
I want to try it, but I don't know the lingo.
Right.
A lot of people say this to me about yoga. They
Yes.
come to the class and they're like, I don't know the terminology,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little intimidated. So maybe we can
Yeah.
kind of relieve some of those fears about climbing.
Absolutely.
For me too.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, climbing is, I think, generally a really welcoming community and group of people. It's a very supportive environment. That being said, there is the vocabulary, there's just the logistics of a new sport, so there's a lot going on. So to answer your question, climbing really is, all climbing is climbing, right? So there's all sorts of different subsets of it. At the end of the day, you're using your hands and your feet to move upward or maybe side to side if you're traversing on a wall. But behind us here we have rope climbing, right? So you can go top roping, which is you and a partner, someone belaying you, keeping you safe via a rope at a fixed point above you. That's maybe what most people are familiar with.
I think
with
most
climbing.
people are familiar with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they want to get to the top and they want to ring the bell. And
Sure, they think of it as rappelling. They think
Sure.
of it, they think of climbing as being attached.
Right, yeah. And now we also have these pieces of equipment here called auto belays, which are nice. You can clip in, you don't need a partner, and they lower you automatically. So when you fall, it's a nice gradual. So it's nice for members to train
float
on.
like a butterfly
Yeah,
down. It's
yeah,
awesome.
it's really fun, and it's great to get new, because when new climbers come in, I think they're excited to boulder, which I'll talk about in a second. But ultimately, I think the reason that they came here was to get to the top of a tall wall.
Sure.
To get to the top. So we like to give people that feeling, on their first day, which you can do here. But we're primarily a bouldering facility, which is, walls anywhere from 10 to 15 feet with big, thick pads underneath to catch your fall. Typically, you want to down climb or jump off in control, but they're there to, mitigate the risk of injury if you were to fall kind of in a wild way.
And they are soft.
They are,
We were
yeah.
saying that I
Yeah.
usually fall like a buck. So
Yeah.
you just fall right off the
You
wall.
want to fall on your back and
Right,
kind of
we
in a
fall
squat
right off the
position
wall.
and roll backwards. Yeah, you don't want to really fall forward. I mean, you want to fall with some style.
Yeah.
But yeah, bouldering, typically, rope climbing is going to be a bit more fluid and a bit more endurance based. You're going to have difficult moves probably in the middle, like a sequence that you have to figure out. But bouldering, the focal point of bouldering is fewer moves, but they're very hard. So it's kind of a problem solving. You only have to make 8 to 10 moves sometimes, but they're all going to be very difficult. Whereas on a long 100-foot rope climb, you might be cruising along on some pretty easy terrain, and then all of a sudden you're faced with like a 10-foot boulder problem in the middle of a long problem.
Right.
So, yeah, that's just kind of some of the lingo.
That's kind of an interesting part of it, is that it is a thinking sport.
Oh yeah.
I love to watch the climbers here that are very experienced, and you watch their thought process. They may be, holding, and then you watch which one are they going to grab. What's the thought process of the next hold? And I think that's fascinating. It's a thinking sport.
Absolutely, yeah. And not only that, just figuring out the best path and the best way to do something. There's also this kind of subconscious level of climbing. I've been practicing working a route. We call it working a problem. Failing. Someone comes up, does it the exact same way as me, like same body position, same everything, and I just see him do it, and I'll go up and I'll do it right after him.
Right.
And it's this kind of like power of believing. You do have a little bit of self-doubt. You're maybe a little scared, or maybe your shoulder feels a little impinged, and you're like, I don't really want to commit, or you see someone do it, and sometimes that's all you need.
I think it's sort of that collective energy. We see that in yoga too.
Oh yeah.
You see one person do a pose, and you think, I'm going to try it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just that little bit of a cheerleading factor.
Well, there's the energy. I mean, I've done yoga a bunch too, and there's this energy in a full yoga class, and you feed off of it. Same thing on a busy night here. You have one or two problems that maybe 10 or 15 people are all working together, and everyone's getting one hold higher, and oh yeah, you put your foot there instead of here, and they kind of feed off each other. And then we have this thing in climbing called ascend train. So when you finish a route, you sent the route. So you want to send the route. So then sometimes there's this tipping point where all of a sudden someone sends the problem, and then 4 people right behind them, back to back, send it. We call it a send train. And it's it is truly like kind of a magical experience. Yeah,
that's
everyone's
a human
high-fiving and feeling great.
Of learning from each other.
Exactly.
That sense of community, which we can all use.
Right.
And helps us stay well. Because I think what's amazing about coming here is you'll spend the day climbing, be with your friends. You're not even realizing you're working out.
Right.
It's true. Afterwards, you're suddenly like, wow, that was a really good workout.
I think that's our industry's dirty secret, is we're really a fitness facility, and we're getting people to work out, but we try and hide that. They don't really know it.
It's really
you're just having fun with
it's
your friends.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about the holds, because there are different pathways, and a lot of people don't know this.
Sure.
That there are pathways for the beginners all the way to the advanced. Tell me a little bit about that lingo, so when people come, they might understand a little more.
Yeah. So in the great outdoors, on a cliff face, you choose your own path. There are guidebooks that say, start by the birch tree and head up left and follow that crack, right? And you'll just use whatever holds are in front of you. Mm-hmm. In a gym, though, we kind of, have some artificial setting.
Some guidance.
For sure, yeah. Most gyms will either use colored holds to identify the route to the top, or colored tape to kind of, something to note the path. And yeah, we have, in bouldering, grades are on what we call the V scale. So they start at V0 or V1, kind of being the most approachable, all the way up to...
That's me.
Yeah.
That's the ones I take.
All the way up to nowadays, as of last year, I believe, V17, which is humanly, it's seemingly impossible to most people.
It's a Spider-Man hold.
Yeah, I mean, so essentially as the grades get harder, it's pretty simple. The holds get smaller and they get further apart, and maybe the terrain gets a little bit steeper. The movement gets a little bit more complex. So there's kind of an infinite amount of ways to make a problem more difficult or more easy. And we have a team of people that work here called route setters. And it's like a science meets an art. They put the holds up on the wall in a really creative way. They forerun the problems together to make sure that someone that's 5'4" can do it hopefully in the same way of someone that's 6 foot. They try and bridge the gap of height, whether someone is 8 years old or whether someone is 60 years old. They try and make it so that problem falls into a certain difficulty for as many people as possible.
Yeah, so it gives a wide range of abilities and ages, and that's another good point here, is that you can bring the whole family.
Absolutely.
Right, and this is a great night out. This is a great Saturday with your kids, with your family, your significant other. This is a really fun place to bring a family. You even have childcare available.
We do, yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have a lot of families that have kind of made this their second home. I mean, on the weekends in particular, we get a lot of families that come visit kind of for the afternoon, and they have a lot of fun. But some of those families start coming back, and then now they have memberships, and their kids are on the youth team. and mom and dad are doing yoga while the kids are practicing. It is really kind of a community center vibe here, being that we have stuff other than just climbing. So it's definitely something here for everybody.
And there is more to this gym than just climbing. You have yoga.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. So you have a nice yoga program going here.
I'd like to think so, yeah. We call it Ascend Yoga. It's a pretty vibrant program. I think we have 33 classes throughout the whole week. 6 or 7 different styles. We have your vinyasa flow. We have a yin-yasa, which is what we call it, much slower. We also have a vibrant acro yoga program and community. Even on nights where we're not having an acro yoga class, this fitness area gets taken over by about 10 or 15 people doing acro
Lots
yoga.
Lots of yogis practicing.
Yeah, we have a lot of restorative classes too, which we're finding that a lot of climbers and athletes really appreciate. A lot of bolsters and kind of blankets and really just long held poses, focusing on breathing and a little bit of meditation. So
helps you climb a little better.
We like to think so. Yeah, I mean, I do
agree.
yoga once or twice a week, and when I fall out of it, I notice my body, getting all creaky. It is a nice, complementary activity.
And you have a lot of special events here. Tell me about your special events program. I know there have been films. There's so much Ascend has to offer.
Yeah, we do a lot, maybe sometimes too much, but we definitely try and serve the community the best we can. Generally climbing focused, climbing films, sometimes broader topics, just like outdoor hiking films. We'll have fundraising events. We'll do, we'll really do, sometimes we'll just do weird and fun climbing challenges. Our summer party last year, we turned this place into a jungle gym, and we had teams of 4, and it was basically like an obstacle course meets climbing. It was really fun. It was a really weird way to see our facility get used. But we
it was like being a kid again.
For sure.
On the playground.
Yeah. And sometimes, we'll have live DJs. Sometimes we'll have food trucks outside. We'll do a lot of fun stuff for the community and for our members. So.
That's awesome. And now you can have a membership here. So maybe it's a one-time thing. You're coming down. You're going to give this a try. But let's say you like it a lot. You can actually purchase a membership, and this can be your gym.
Absolutely. Yeah, where we're standing is kind of in the fitness area here, and so we do have a limited amount of fitness and cardio equipment. For some people in the South Side, this is their gym, and they don't even climb, which as a climber, I never thought would be a thing. No, I think it's great, but it blew my mind at first. Like someone's like, no, I'm only here for the weights. And my hope is that after a few months, they're going to watch people climb and be
they're going to want to do it.
I'm going to try it.
They're going to want to do it because just standing here, you want to try it.
Yeah. But yeah, you can get a membership. If you start coming once a week or maybe more, that's kind of where the price break happens, where you go, okay, I'm going to be a member now. So membership, does include, if yoga's included, fitness classes are included. We do group training fitness classes as well, focused on either core strength or preventative injury maintenance, things like that. There's really so much you can do here. So.
It is. It's wonderful. It's a full body workout just even attempting to get on the wall, right?
Yeah.
But it's
sometimes
also,
getting your butt off the ground is the hardest move.
Well, and we say that with everything, right?
Yeah.
Right? Just get moving, whatever it is, and try something new. It keeps you interested. It keeps you involved in fitness. And I got to tell you, when you start to climb, that's a wonderful feeling of confidence.
Absolutely.
When you even make it a couple holds up and you're like, wow, I'm actually doing this. And I think that psychological boost too, especially in wintertime, when we can't get outside as much. What a great option. This is an amazing option.
And I don't want to toot Ascend's horn too much, but we have this really unique feature here is all the windows. Most climbing gyms are pretty dark, and there just aren't a lot of windows, just by the nature of the facility.
Right.
We got lucky with this space, and there's basically panoramic views of the entire city, downtown to Oakland, all the South Side. It's a really nice environment to spend 2-3 hours in on a rainy, snowy day.
Right. Yeah. You can still be working out, climbing, meeting people, having a great time.
For sure.
Well, Paul, tell us how we can get in touch with you, because I know people are going to see this and they're going to want to come.
Yeah, we have a website, ascendpgh.com. Most everything that you would want to know can be found there. A lot of people call and ask, I want to come down today. What do I need to do? You just need to come out. You just need to show up. Maybe wear something comfortable to work out in. We have the rental shoes. We have chalk for you to use to keep your hands dry. Our staff will give you an orientation. We'll make you feel
amazing. You have an amazing staff.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And they definitely help you walk through the process. So for first timers, it's easy. They will show you how to do it.
Yeah, we want people to feel comfortable. Generally though, we give you just enough information and then set you free. But you're always welcome to come back up to the front desk, ask our staff. Really though, you should be, if you have any questions, you should be asking the person to your right or to your left, hey, you seem like you know what you're doing. how do you do this move, or what does this color mean, or what any question you might have.
Climbers are a fun bunch.
We try and be, yeah.
It's like the yoga crowd.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
a fun bunch.
Yeah.
So it's a good combination of the two.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Is there any events coming up in the near future?
Yeah, so let's see, March 23rd is, our 2-year anniversary is coming up on March 15th or 16th. March 23rd, though, is kind of our celebration of that. We're also having a big competition, which we call the Steel Town Throwdown. We've had a few of them. This is going to be a big one. We're hoping that some stronger competitors from different parts of the region, Ohio and New Jersey, come in to visit. We'll have a cash purse. We'll have an exciting finals round where we'll have food and beverage. There'll be a couple hundred people watching, cheering on the finals round. So that's an event that I think truly kind of encapsulates what climbing means. So if anyone's around to come to that, I would recommend that. And then in a few weeks after that, I believe on April 13th, we have a film festival. We're showing the 5 Points Film Festival. And that's just always a really fun event. There's climbing before, there's gonna be some food and beverage here, and you get to watch a fun movie. So
that's gonna be awesome. We're hoping you guys will join us for free solo up at the Strand in Zealy.
Absolutely.
For the Bald Wellness
Yeah,
Center.
I hope so. I've seen it again, but
let's get those climbers up there. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
No, thank you so much for having us here today. It's an amazing facility and another awesome option for health and wellness.
I agree. Thanks for stopping by.
Climbing.
Yeah, definitely.
It's awesome. Hey, we are going to stay right here for the yoga today. We're going to go upstairs to Ascend's yoga room. I'll meet you in a moment on the mat. And we're back. We're upstairs at Ascend in the yoga room, and I promised my climbers downstairs that I'd do a little sequence for climbers. So we're gonna focus on some poses that'll help us on the wall, help us hold on, find that body awareness, find that core strength, and then we're also gonna stretch out the shoulders, stretch out the legs, because you come off the wall and you feel that tightness in the shoulders, you feel that tightness in the legs. Let's start out on the wall though. We want to be able to broaden out those shoulders, right? So we're going to take Tadasana. Let's widen the feet, bring the palms forward, take those shoulders up to the ears, and then take them back down. So open the chest. Now we can just hold in Tadasana. Tadasana is a great pose. You can press the feet into the mat. You feel a little energy rising up the legs. You draw the sides of the belly together. That energy rises through the chest, the neck, the jaw. When you reach the crown of the head, you're just gonna lift the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Just get a little taller. Now, you can close the eyes here, take a deep breath in. Use that exhale, make those engagements stronger. Really press into the feet. Draw the belly together, rising up. Then maybe we bring those hands to heart center. We can take it to tree. Great balancing pose for our core strength, for being able to climb on the wall, getting a little taller. Shift the weight onto the left foot, bring that right foot to the instep. It might stay right here. Those same engagements are in place. We're gonna press into the mat. We're gonna draw the belly in. Maybe we bring that foot to the shin. Maybe we bring that foot all the way up to the thigh. Now, once it steadies, you can play with those arms. Maybe you reach them up. Nice deep breath in. We can even add a little mudra, the thumb and index finger, 3 fingers point away, nice symbol of oneness. Then just bring those together. Nice deep breath in, lift, lengthen the spine. Use that exhale, press into the mat. And then just bring it back down. We're gonna shake out the arms, shake out the legs, and take it to the other side. We always wanna balance. We're gonna take that same pose to the opposite side. Bring the hands to heart center. Little press into those hands. Lift with the chest. Maybe that foot stays right where it is. We're still gonna press down through the feet. We're gonna draw the belly together. Get a little bit taller. Lift with the crown of the head. And then maybe that foot finds its way to the shin. Maybe it finds its way to the thigh. Let it settle. Take a breath here. Find a little stillness in the posture. And then those arms go up. Nice Vrikshasana, tree pose. Nice deep breath in. Can you lift, lengthen the spine? Use that exhale. Make it a little stronger. Another one, deep breath in. And then bring it back down. Exhale. Great pose for the wall. Give you a little core balance, a little stability. Now, another one for our wall climbers is our lunge. We're going to bring the right foot forward. Take that left foot back. Nice crescent lunge. Now, you want to lift with the chest. So we're kind of giving a little lift in the belly. I'm making sure that left thigh is rising up to the ceiling. Maybe I can come on the fingertips. Maybe I can take those hands to the thigh. Maybe those arms come out. Maybe I can even bring it forward. Don't lay that chest down. Draw the belly in. Nice big reach with those airplane wings. Little leg strength. And then exhale. Let's bring those hands back down. Step the 2 feet together. And let's take the right foot back. Same thing. We want to lift with the belly. I want to take that right thigh up to the ceiling. Nice deep breath in. Maybe you come to the fingertips. Maybe those hands come to the thigh. Maybe we take them out. Nice little balance. Maybe we can even bring it forward. Deep breath in. Lots of lift and length. Using that exhale. Lots of leg strength for our wall. Then bring it back down. Step the 2 feet together. Now we come off of that wall and we got to stretch out those shoulders. We got to stretch out the legs. So we're going to grab onto a strap. We just take our yoga strap. We're going to take it into a nice low V. So we find Tadasana again, that nice mountain pose. Bring those arms into a nice low V. We're going to widen them out. Then inhale, take that strap up and over. Exhale, let it come back. Inhale up and exhale, bring it down. Now maybe we move those hands a little closer. Classic limbo game. Inhale up and exhale, release. And we can keep going. We can do this as much as we want. And when it starts to get stuck, at some point, you're going to inhale, and it's going to start to get stuck right here. Can you just exhale, let those shoulders release, take it all the way around. Nice deep breath in, and we bring it back. Little stretch out for the shoulders. Let's take it down to the mat. Work on those shoulders just a little bit more. Extend the legs out in front of you. Let's cross the right leg over the left. Take the left leg. Let's tuck it behind us. Coming into Gomukhasana, cow face pose. Now, we can take that left arm, wrap it around the right leg. Right arm goes behind. Nice little twist. You're going to feel that stretch along the sides of the legs. Then let's take the strap. Right arm reaches up with the strap. We're going to take the right hand, bring it down to the left shoulder blade. Left arm reaches around. You want about a foot between the hands on the strap. Take those elbows out to the side. Lift with the crown of the head, nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And a little tug of war with that strap. We're going to reach the right hand up to the ceiling, left hand down to the floor. Stretch out those shoulders. Don't let the tension go on the strap. Nice deep breath in. See if you can take it a little bit farther, a little more. That little tug of war. One more. Nice deep breath. And then exhale. Lay the strap down. Maybe you walk those hands out and drop the head. Nice deep breath. Bring it back to center. Let's try the opposite side. So we extend those legs out nice and long. Take the left leg, cross it over the right. That right leg can stay extended or you can tuck it underneath. Then let's grab our strap. We're going to reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Just drop the hand onto the right shoulder blade. Get it into the right position. Reach around with the right hand. Now, put about a foot between those two hands. Widen out the elbows. Lift with the crown of the head. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Little tug of war on the strap. Don't let that tension go, but let's breathe a little deeper. Nice deep breath in. Use that exhale. Big stretch. One more. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Release it. Set the strap aside. Maybe we walk those hands out. reach in front of you, drop the head, nice deep breath, and then let it rise back up. We made it down to the mat. Let's do one more pose for the wall, and then we're gonna stretch out those legs. Now, when we talk about the wall, we talked about a lot of body awareness, and we also talked about overcoming that fear, right? That fear of swinging from hold to hold, that fear maybe of being upside down. So headstand is a great pose to get us ready for the wall. It's actually a lot of core strength, a little bit of balance, but also gets us past that fear factor. So we bring it to tripod. Maybe we just take our classic tripod, put the knees up. Maybe we can lift those feet. Maybe we take it all the way up to headstand. Nice deep breath. Any variation of that is going to give us a little more confidence. Nice deep breath. Then we just slowly bring it back down. Now to stretch out those legs after a day on the wall, we're going to take it to pigeon lunge. Let's stretch out into plank. Nice strong plank. Press away from the mat. Lift the hips. Then let's inhale that right leg up to the ceiling. And exhale. Bring the knee to nose. My knee is tracking towards the top of the mat. My thigh is parallel with the side edge of the mat. I'm going to press into either side of the thigh. Nice deep breath in. Lift and lengthen the spine. And then just walk those hands out again. Let the head drop. And take a couple of nice deep breaths right here in pigeon lunge. Then we slowly walk it back up. We've got to balance it. Let's try the opposite side. Press your hands into the mat. Step it back into plank. Inhale the left leg up, high as you can. And then bring the knee to nose, set it down. Pigeon lunge, watch that knee, track it to the top of the mat. That thigh is parallel with the side edge. I'm gonna press into either side of the thigh. Lift with the crown of the head, nice long spine. And then walk those hands out. Let the head rest. Now you can even bring it to fists. Rest on fists. You can even bring it to a block. Let the head rest on a block. Or take it all the way down to the floor. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, let the hips just fall down into the mat. One more. And then let's bring it back up. And just shifting to one side, bring those legs out in front, shake them out, and let's bring it to seated. Take the arms out to either side. Nice deep breath in, and bring those hands to heart center. Finding new ways at Om Sweet Om every day to inspire us, to motivate us, to be healthy and well. Find the light within you. Take it out into the world. Namaste.